the same side, and the elevator servos, at least in most of the configuration that I've seen, the elevator servo is always is usually opposite those two. So that's that there. The elevator servo gets mounted like that, but I'm not gonna mount it yet because I want to mount the arm that extend to the swash plate. Has to be mounted before I can do that. So for the time being, what I'm gonna do is there is a little ring. What is this is a little bit of it's a little ring here that has to come out. I'm gonna reuse that. So I don't know if you can see that. That's from the top. That goes on the top here. Just kind of force it in like that. And there is another one on the bottom also. Try to be careful. Hold on, and that goes on the bottom here. Just kind of press that in. He has to go in kind of evenly. So just gonna use the back of that to not to flatten. So what else is on this old frame? I think this is the this thing right here is to hold the canopy, and it sort of slides in and out. Just slide it out through there. I'm reusing that, and it goes in here. It's kind of like a tight fit, so you really have to be careful so that you don't break that. I'm just kind of trying to, maybe it's better to kind of oil it. It's not going in very easily, but I didn't expect it to go in easily because it doesn't slide left and right. It's kind of like a really tight fit. I'm gonna put a little dab of oil just to allow it to slide. A little drop of oil in there. A little oil to kind of help it slide, and even that is still kind of hard. As you see, it's a tight fit. I'm gonna wipe that excess oil off. It's kind of like a really tight fit. And make it as even as possible. It's just that's the frame that hold the canopy in place. So where are we? So the wiring are connected except for this one servo, and we're gonna take that out. It has like a little hole here that the aileron servo kind of slide through, and like I said, the aileron servo is on the right side of the frame, and I'm gonna slide it through that hole just the same. So so we're pretty much done with the whole frame. We put that to the side now. There are notches that Akira cut out here for this cable to sort of slide. Lean carefully against it, against that hole, so it doesn't get crimped by the servo when you mount the servo on there. So the bottom part of the servo has these two hole cut out for this side of the servo that doesn't need a screw to fall into one of those holes, but it usually falls in the back one, not the front, the back one. The front one makes it too close to the swash plate. So the servo is gonna sit way back here, making sure that the wire sits right in that little slot that is cut out for those cables to kind of lean in, and it doesn't get too squashed by the servo. The same thing goes on the other side. The cable leans into that little slots there, and the servo sits back in the first slots. It's important that you make sure that those cables fall in those slots, because if not, they will get crimped and eventually get cut off by the servo's vibration. It will get cut off. So that's that, and this little accessory here, this part, it's what secure both servos in place, but the flat surface is facing the front of the helicopter. This is the front of the helicopter here, so you can't get it wrong anyway. If you try to reverse it, it won't line up with the top part of the servos that needs to secure the servo in place. So that, and then we take the screws back and mount. Those two screws goes in there. Suddenly, it's a clever way to mount these two servos. I just kind of like the setup of this LED. It's not many parts to it, which is a good thing. The less parts you have, first of all, the less parts you have to replace, and even when you have to go through a complete reassembly of the LED, like I'm doing right now, you don't have to contend with too many parts, so which leaves less room for error. So those two servos, the helicopter is coming together already. We got to clean up this wiring, mount them where they need to be, and I will have to continue this in another tape. Thanks for watching.